Most people believe they are free thinkers. They believe their choices are conscious. They believe their limits are external. But what if the real prison is inside the brain itself? What if your brain, designed to protect you, is quietly keeping you average, safe, predictable, and small without ever asking your permission? Tonight, we're going to expose the silent systems in your mind that reward mediocrity, punish ambition, and disguise comfort as happiness. This is not motivation, this is awareness, and awareness is dangerous. 1. The brain was never designed for excellence. Your brain has one primary job, not success, not happiness, not fulfillment, survival. Your brain evolved in a world where standing out meant being hunted, rejected, or killed. So it learned something very important. Different is dangerous. Even today, when lions are gone and opportunities are everywhere, your brain still operates on ancient rules. It does not care about your dreams. It cares about keeping you alive by keeping you similar, average, safe, invisible. That's why the moment you think about changing your life, your brain whispers, "This is risky. You might fail. What will people think? Maybe later." That voice is not fear, it is biology. 2. Comfort is the brain's favorite addiction. Your brain runs on efficiency. Anything familiar costs less energy. Anything new costs more. So the brain creates a reward system around routine, not progress. Same habits, same people, same thinking patterns, same problems. And here's the trap. The brain releases dopamine not when you grow, but when you repeat what it already knows. Scrolling, complaining, procrastinating, overthinking. You feel busy, but you're not moving. This is how people stay average for decades while feeling productive. Comfort is not neutral, it is sedation. 3. The illusion of "this is just who I am." One of the most dangerous lies your brain tells you is, "This is just my personality. I'm not disciplined, I'm not confident, I'm not good at learning, I'm not creative." Your brain loves identity labels because identities end conversations. Once something becomes who you are, your brain stops questioning it. But neuroscience shows this clearly. Your personality is not fixed, your habits are. And habits are just repeated decisions that your brain automated to save effort. You are not average by nature. You are average by neural conditioning. 4. Your brain hates long-term rewards. Your brain values now over later. Immediate pleasure beats future success every single time, unless you train otherwise. That's why junk food beats health, entertainment beats effort, comfort beats discipline, sleep beats purpose. The brain discounts the future because evolutionarily there was no future guarantee. So when you plan something meaningful, your brain sabotages it with logic. One day won't matter. You deserve a break. Start tomorrow. This is not laziness, it's temporal bias. Your brain is bad at imagining future pain, but excellent at avoiding present discomfort. That's why average lives feel easy now and unbearable later. 5. Social safety greater than personal truth. Humans are tribal animals. Your brain constantly scans for one question: do I belong? Belonging meant survival. Rejection meant death. So even today, your brain will silence your ambition, dilute your opinions, lower your standards, just to stay socially safe. You don't fear failure, you fear standing alone. That's why people with massive potential choose familiar circles over personal evolution. Average thinking is contagious, and your brain prefers company over greatness. 6. Overthinking is a defense mechanism. People think overthinking means intelligence. It doesn't. Overthinking is avoidance disguised as analysis. When you think instead of act, your brain gets the illusion of control without risking failure. Planning feels productive, research feels responsible, waiting feels wise, but action threatens the brain because action creates uncertainty. So your brain traps you in thought loops. What if it doesn't work? I need more information. I'm not ready yet. Meanwhile, time passes. Average people don't fail. They delay until failure becomes permanent. 7. The brain punishes you for outgrowing yourself. The moment you start improving, your brain fights back. You feel resistance, fatigue, self-doubt, emotional heaviness. This is not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's a sign your brain is losing control. Growth threatens old neural pathways, and the brain protects what's familiar, even if it's painful. This is why people quit right before transformation. Your brain prefers a known hell over an unknown heaven. 8. Average is quietly rewarded by society. Society does not reward transformation, it rewards predictability. Follow the rules, don't ask too many questions, stay realistic, stay manageable. Your brain absorbs these signals early, so when you think big, your brain translates it as, "This could isolate us." So it pulls you back into the safe zone, modest goals, acceptable effort, reasonable dreams, but no extraordinary life was ever reasonable. 9. Awareness is the first act of rebellion. Here's the truth most people never realize. You don't need more motivation, you need neural disobedience. You must learn to recognize when your brain is protecting you versus when it is limiting you. Discomfort does not mean danger. Fear does not mean stop. Resistance does not mean wrong. It means rewiring is happening. The brain changes through exposure, not intention. Repeated action under discomfort forces the brain to adapt. That's how average becomes impossible. 10. You were never meant to be comfortable. Comfort is not the goal of life. Growth is. Meaning comes from tension between who you are and who you could become. Your brain will always choose average unless you choose otherwise. Not once, not emotionally, but daily, relentlessly, without negotiation. Because the most dangerous thing you can ever do is let a survival machine decide the limits of your life. Final message. Your brain wants safety. Your soul wants expansion. Most people listen to the wrong voice. The moment you feel resistance, pause and ask, is this danger or growth? Because average is not a life sentence, it's a habit, and habits can be broken.